Welcome back! I am Lord Revonworc. This is Civilization 5 Historical Recreation, World War I Centennial Anniversary Edition as Serbia. Now I'm going to be honest, I am waiting way longer to record this episode than I should on account of the past few days. I was having a lot of real pain in the ass issues. Like first of all, massive viral infection on my computer. I don't know how managed to get a Trojan virus, and for those of you who are unaware, Trojan viruses are one of the nastier kinds because what they do is they bring other viruses onto your computer. So somehow I got a Trojan on my computer, and all of a sudden all these strange applications were opening up, things that I had never wanted were downloading. Not all of them were viruses. Some of them were just unwanted applications, weird stuff. A lot of them were viruses, though. And they just kept piling on and on. And to top things off, my antivirus software had been expired. Who'd have guessed? I never had any access to antiviral software at the time. Yeah, it kind of sucks. And so anyways, what had ended up happening was, just a moment. Sorry, for some reason I felt like maybe I hadn't started my voice recording, but Audacity is definitely running. Yeah, so basically, in order to actually kill this Trojan, because when I say my antivirus software had expired, you could still scan with it, but it offered no protection. But you know, at least that way you could use it to locate the viruses. So I did it, found the virus program, tried to delete it, turns out I can't because it's still running in open memory, which is, you know, pretty standard process when you're trying to kill a virus. So what I do, I go in and open Task Manager. Actually, I usually have Task Manager open. Hell, I have Task Manager open right now as I am talking to you guys. And I'm wasting so much time I could be spending playing. But, long story short, I need to spend as much time talking as possible. Can't leave any wordless gaps, because I don't actually have enough time to fully edit this video, so I'm just going to have to set it up so that I don't actually have to edit anything, if possible. But I'm still going to tell the long story, because I still need to just prattle my mouth off for the next half hour or something. I think I've already used up several minutes, though, so I should be good in one way. So I go into Task Manager, and usually for killing programs running in the background, you should go to the Processes tab. It's a little more jumbled, so you have to organize them alphabetically. And since I use Task Manager and the Processes tab all the time, trust me, that shit is invaluable as far as use goes, especially on a shitty computer like mine, where things tend to crash and freeze all the time. Yeah, so I simply scrolled through there looking for applications that weren't usually there. I was able to find the Trojan, tried to kill the process. Apparently I couldn't. Access was denied. Apparently it had been running in the system, and I could not close it from my regular user. I needed to run as an administrator. Of course, my regular computer user is an administrator user because I'm the only one who uses this computer. But, you know, viruses also have this nasty thing where if they can get multiple viruses open at a time, that when you kill one process, it'll get opened back up by one of the other programs. I don't know why I'm even bringing that up, because that wasn't the case. I was able to run a system version of Windows Task Manager and close the Trojan from there and then get rid of it. And then because I was a bit concerned whether or not the file I was deleting might have been a system file. Sometimes they do that. Sometimes viruses like to infect system files that are crucial for your computer's operation, so that if you were to try to delete that file, it could hamper your computer's running. So I didn't actually delete it. I sort of quarantined it in a zip file, because applications cannot run from zip files, and viruses are basically all applications. So you move an executable into a zip file, it cannot run no matter how hard it tries. And then just to be extra safe, I don't know if the viruses were smart enough to open up zip files, I went and converted it into a TXT, and so I have quarantine.txt filled with just tons and tons of viruses and unwanted applications, because I dumped all of them in there. Just sitting on my desktop, never to be touched ever again. I probably could delete it. I won't. No really reason to. Actually, there is a big reason. It's filled with viruses that harmed my computer. Okay. I should probably stop talking about this. I spent way too much time on it. World Congress session. So Austria wants to make freedom the world ideology, and obviously, us being autocracy, we don't want that, so I'm funneling all of my votes into nay on that. And I think I went and calculated it out. There's not that great a chance that we'll be able to block it, but who knows? Maybe some of them will get sloppy. Maybe there's someone in there who, is a freedomite but has pearls, and so we'll try to block that one from going. Right, Rostov-on-Don. This is the last Belgian city, and we're besieging it right now. So let's move the army in there. So yeah, I was able to go and isolate the Trojan that was on my computer. But then, well, I mean, here's the thing. I was able to isolate one. Okay, we're going to start bombarding Preslav now. I can't do very much this turn. 2 bombardments. Let's see. This archaeologist. Do I want him? Well, do I have anything to extract with an archaeologist? Because I don't think I have very many antiquity sites. There is one that's underneath my customs house, so I will never ever want to get rid of it. And then... yeah, oh, wait. There's an antiquities site way over there. They'll be able to reach there in 6 turns. Sure, why the hell not? Let's see if we can get that antiquities site. Move up all our troops. I mean, here's the thing. I was battling a Trojan. It had brought on, I don't even know how many viruses. I was able to kill the Trojan, so it stopped bringing them over, but there were still fuck knows how many were left on my computer, so I needed to update my antivirus. Which is way fucking harder than it sounds. And way fucking harder than it needs to be. I mean, I don't know why those guys decided that the best way to design their antivirus software was to make it an... I don't know why they thought the best idea would be to make renewing their antivirus software an enormous pain in the ass. I mean, you have to buy a new disc. And first of all, people still use discs. I mean, apparently they do. I don't know. I mean, I use basically all downloaded software. I mean, I'm a Steam gamer, okay? I've got... How many Steam games? 50, 80, something? I don't know. Big number. Not as much as professional YouTubers tend to have. Like, Ryan the Solar Gamer has more than 100. If I recall correctly. You know what? Well, why don't you fortify? Because you're probably going to be their first target. They have a triplane, so probably not safe to use... Oh, wait. We could, like, air intercept? Right? Or air sweep. Yeah, air sweep in the vicinity of Rostov-on-Don. Doesn't seem to do anything. So, does that mean it's safe to attack with the Great War bombers? Well, maybe wait for the city to take a bit more damage before we do that. You... Oh shit, I completely forgot that they had artillery around here. Well, I mean... They might use the artillery to attack one of my units. They might move it into the city next turn. Gatling gun there is probably going to be the first target, so let's try to put it in range of the artillery, but outside the range of the city. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Because, hey, it's not like we're going to be attacking with it anytime soon. You're badly injured, fortify. You know, we can now start upgrading to infantry, but that's going to cost an arm and a leg, so... Maybe wait until we can loot some more money from people we hate. Next turn, let's see how those World Congress proposals turned out. Okay, so... Let's see, you have to buy new software disks, and one of the many problems with my computer is the disk drive doesn't work, so I have to use an external disk drive. But you know, that's not a big deal, because it's not that expensive a piece of hardware, and it just plugs into your USB drive. I got plenty of free USB drives, and they all work. Sounds like a good deal. Wait! I'm gonna be invading you soon! Ah, but we can still profit off him until the invasion starts. I mean, why not? Why not make a profit off our future victims? That sounds like a great idea. So, I basically go and... God, I'm thirsty. Is that a joke? I don't want your stinking worthless iron. And you don't have any money? Wait. You have gems, and I have spare dyes. Would that be a good deal for you? Good. Now we're no longer unhappy, and we no longer have that penalty to our attack. Which is important for us, since we're currently attacking two civilizations. One of our soldiers took damage from Rostov-on-Don. Okay, and I mean, here's one other thing. You get the new product disc, you put it in your computer, try to install it, but it doesn't work. It just opens up the software that you've already got installed and tells you need to renew it. See, what happens is you need to go and uninstall the antivirus software before you can renew it. What the fuck? Because you end up having to go and install it again immediately after you uninstall it. Seriously, what the fuck? Who does that? Why? What? In what world does that seem like a good idea for designing antivirus software? Any kind of software. That when the expiration date hits, you just make them uninstall it and immediately reinstall it. And we're not talking an update, we're talking just the subscription expired and you need to pay more money to renew it. You understand why this is really fucking stupid? Oh. Looks like we immediately dipped in happiness again. What happened? Did we have pearls and I didn't know about it? I don't think we had pearls. I mean, we've barely got any coastline to speak of. Yeah, it doesn't look like we have any pearls. So, okay, wait a minute. I want to see how those proposals fared. So, this one here is ban luxury pearls, and that was passed. Really close. 2 more nays and we could have prevented it, but whatever, it's just a ban luxury. And this is... Yes! It failed! Okay, let's look at the breakdown. So, I put 8 nays in there, the most nays from anyone, plus 4 each from America, Romania, and the Soviet Union, 3 from Japan, and 1 from Greece. They don't even have an ideology. But I guess whatever ideology they were going for, it wasn't going to be freedom. So, all in all, that's like 24 against, with, looks like a bunch of 3s, that's 22 for. Shit. If I'd known that, I could have taken 2 points away from preventing this, and used those 2 votes to prevent the luxury ban. Shit, I should have done that. Like, I should have gone ahead, done a simulation to find out exactly how... But no, that would be cheap and cheat-like. Ivan the Terrible! I'm pretty sure I already commented on him, so I'm not going to do it again. But, you know, if he doesn't get too close to our soldiers, there's no reason for us to try to kill him. Okay. Their artillery moved in the city. That's not going to be very good for us. But we can immediately capture 2 of their civilians, which is pretty awesome. You there, infantry, move up there. You there, Gatling gun, move there. Turin? Ah, shit, Turin's the one who's been coming under attack. Move back, safe distance, and all that shit. I don't want Turin dying. Turin's not cannon fodder. I mean, obviously. And there's the Paradox Christmas Carol, chiming in the background. Beautiful as always. And we can absolutely pummel the city of Preslav now. Okay, so naturally, first step for me is to try to uninstall my antivirus software, right? I mean, that's a logical first step. Problem is, the thing doesn't let you uninstall it. Hey, how much? No, we couldn't take it this turn. Next turn, though. Like, really, definitely next turn. How is Argos doing? Because that's probably being attacked by the Americans. I'd like to get Argos just so I can loot their tourism buildings. In fact, are we exerting cultural pressure on anyone? Not yet. Even though we've easily got the highest tourism. I think we need to wait for that to start affecting people. We're losing influence with Italy. Shit, we need to kill Italy soon. But look at this. Oh my god! 10,000 turns to become influential over the Belgians. Well, guess who I am going to be killing very soon. And only 9 turns until we gain influence over the UK. And we're back with enough delegates that we make the proposal instead of stupid Austria. Now, let's see, what do I want? World ideology, world religion. At this point, I don't think I could get either of those passed. But, I mean, world ideology, autocracy would be really nice. Maybe next time after I've killed a bunch of the opponents. Cultural heritage sites, couldn't get that passed. Natural heritage sites, not really worth it. Standing army tax, don't have the money to be able to tank that. Probably couldn't get it passed either. Ban luxury. Why? Sciences funding. Doesn't look like that could get passed either. Historic landmarks. Maybe. What about embargo? Is there anyone I'd want to embargo? Austria, I would love to embargo. Italy, Japan, why Greece? Bulgaria, they're not going to be around long enough for it to be worth it. We'll actually probably kill them before this next proposal goes to a vote, so choosing that would be worthless. Romania, I don't want to do it to them. Those guys, they're also not worth it. Australia. But I mean, an embargo of Austria actually does sound like a pretty good idea. Either that or we could go historic landmarks. But it would be difficult to get that. Well, I mean, it looks like the people in favor of it are the ones with large amounts of votes. So we could probably get it passed. The question is, do I want it passed? I think at this point in the game, a better investment would be to try to weaken my future enemies. So, suck on that, Austria. I'm still pretty fucking mad at you. Okay, accuracy 2, I guess. And can we kill that barb? Yes. Okay. Calves. Do we have any cavalry regiments? We should have, right, you. Radislav's band. I would like to see if I can get you to capture this worker. I mean, it would be useful if we could get another worker. We're hemorrhaging money right now. I'm guessing that is in part because of a trade route expiring. Yeah, it looks like it, so where was the trade route based? Was it in here? Belgrade? No. How about Brussels? Nope. Oh, I have no idea where it was. Volley is great for artillery. I guess we should probably move you towards Rostov-on-Don. You stay put this turn. Don't forget to bombard the city. Bombard it. Never stop bombarding. You are the future of... What the fuck was that? Must have misclicked. I hate misclicks. Probably wouldn't have made much of a difference anyways. That's a crazy route. Whatever, just head to the front on Rostov-on-Don, and as many people as we can, try to make your way forward towards the southern front in Bulgaria. Let's see, what else can we do? Well, let's see. We could try doing something like that. I'm not sure what the point of that is, though. Ah! Here's the caravan that ended. Let's see. You were going to Athens. And Athens is definitely very lucrative. Looks like the most lucrative option here. Okay, return to Athens. I'd be much more worried about this deficit, except we're not really running a deficit right now. It only looks that way because it's not taking into account all the money we're getting from looting enemy cities. Of course, once we're done warring, our primary source of income is going to disappear, so I guess that's a good reason to not stop going to war, right? At least not until we don't need to war anymore, i.e. conquered the world. And when that happens, I guess we can disband the money and make back some cash that way. Repair improvement. Oh yeah, we don't get to see what America's proposal is yet. Whatever. I'm not going to be trying to help America get another WC host again anytime soon. Can I steal anyone's allies? I could, but that would actually probably be a bit too expensive for me. And, I mean, we're 2 turns away from an election rig. No chance of a coup. Red River. Is that our ally? It is. Well, let's see. Ushaisha will be free of foreign influence soon. Oh, we can wait 2 turns before we send them there. But I want someone to remind me. Not like it'll actually do any good, so never mind, why bother? Leonidas. That position feels a bit shaky, but yeah, sleep. And next turn. See, the problem with trying to uninstall my antivirus software was that what am I trying to say? Well, the process was running constantly, and it loads itself up when you start up the computer, and when you try to close it in Task Manager, it doesn't let you, even if you try to close it using the system version of Task Manager. Yes, it is a blatant attack on your interests. And it will escalate to future conflict, and I intend to be the one who starts that future conflict. Fuck you, Austria. You've been a pain in my ass for far too long. And have you made your proposal yet? Because I would be curious. Historical landmarks. I mean, yeah, I would be in favor of historical landmarks. You know, nothing wrong with that proposal. I won't oppose it. But I'll be voting on the embargo Austria thing, so... You know, America, you're sort of on your own when it comes to that. Okay. Looks like we lost a unit. Luckily, though... Oh, damn, I've been recording for a long time. You know, whatever, I guess this can be an extra long episode. Whatever, not a big deal to me. We lost 1 soldier in the battle at Preslav. But guess what? Hurry up, finish up. Yeah, in order to close my antivirus software, what I had to do was, oh, they made you, do one of those things. I forget what you call it, but it's like they show you an image with a bunch of letters on it, and you have to type out those letters. Damn it, I should know what they call those things. They have a name, a real name, a name that sort of maybe makes sense, kind of. I can't remember what the name is. I don't remember whether or not it makes sense. Capture enemy worker. Preslav, you're mine. So I did that. I closed out the program. I uninstalled it on Windows. Then I tried to load up my new software on the disks in order to try and install it, but instead, apparently it reinstalled it without updating the product key. So it still told me I needed to fucking renew the subscription. And guess what? I did the same thing over and over again. I tried some manual uninstalls, which is kind of what I had to do after that point, which is just going through and looking for the program files and manually deleting all of them. And that's difficult to do because a lot of them were in hidden folders in the C drive. So you have to go and find the hidden folders. I think I'm going to try to capture the city with... Ah, damn it. Stop being unresponsive. With this guy, because he's furthest away. Let's see. 5 new great works. I'll have to sort through them next episode. I am seriously out of time. Yes, delete that unit. Shit, this is... Anyways, eventually, after trying to uninstall the thing several times, I realized that the problem was you couldn't have the actual disk in the computer when you uninstalled it. So what you had to do was you had to remove the disk from the computer, uninstall it, restart the computer so that it loses all memory of having the disk in it, then put the disk back in and reinstall. And that's the only way to get the antivirus up and running again. And so basically, I was up all night trying to wade my way through all the technical difficulty bullshit that came with that product. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's good antivirus software. But the renewal process is fucking stupid! And that's all I have to say on that matter. And on top of that, after all was said and done with the whole antivirus thing, then all of a sudden, for no reason, I'm in the middle of watching an episode of Doctor Who on Netflix. Internet dies. There's an internet outage on the internet service provider. It lasts fucking 48 hours. And I mean, there is no quick fix of that. When that happens, you just have to wait it out. Luckily, I happen to have an alternate ISP that we've had in the house for like years, but we haven't been using it because the one that we're using regular is much better. The other one is very slow internet, and by slow, I mean the only way that you can watch a YouTube video without having to wait for the buffer to fill is if you watch it in 144p. Just try to imagine that. I'm accustomed to watching my videos in 720p. In fact, because of using that old ISP, I'm afraid to load it up in 1080p. I mean, I like 1080p. I don't really need it when I have 720p. Don't worry, all my videos are uploaded in 1080p, though. I just don't watch them in 1080p on YouTube. I mean, when I watch the local files on my computer, it's 1080p. Because, shit. You know what? I'm out of time. Basically, I was up all night dealing with various shit from problematic Trojans to non-user-friendly antivirus software to painfully slow internet that kept me up all night for several days and kept me from recording Civ 5, which is why I have to do it now at the last minute, which is why I don't have time to edit, which is why I have to keep talking constantly. Luckily, I have given myself plenty of material because of all those technical problems. So, anyways, I've gone seriously overtime. I don't think I have enough disk space. I mean, I cleared out a bunch of disk space before doing this. I need to stop talking. I got myself into a bad habit when I started this recording session. Now I can't stop talking. I am Lord Revonworc. This has been great, and I will see you all later. Sync. Oh. Wait. No, I pressed the wrong function key. Sync. There. Now let's, I guess, save the game. Save it. And it is saved properly. 2 turns. Another 2 turns. And let's hope we did not eat up every last iota of disk space on the computer. Because it was getting pretty slow near the end there. I think we may have been running out. And I got like 90 gigs of disk space. And oh my god, I actually can't stop myself talking. Really? That was only half an hour. Okay then. Okay then. Bye.